Alright, Rose, what we got? Rose is coming up with some interesting Pokemon, including Raging Bolt, Iron Leaves, Iron Bundle, Great Tusk, Entity, and Volcarona. So, definitely seems like it's going to try to propel Iron Leaves further with that Psyblade. I won't be able to use Fake Out as often, but I will be able to have some terrain control, which is helpful. I do think that Dusclops could get Trick Room up relatively safely. Yeah, I still am down for Dusclops Incineroar lead. Because what I can do here is just use Parting Shot into Trick Room, right? And then I could use Blood Moon to pretty much clean up the game. And then Rillaboom in the back. So that's how I'm going to play it. If the opponent decides to use Bundle, I mean, I don't mind if Bundle knocks out Incineroar. You know, like, I think Incineroar is mainly to help with some Intimidate, but it's mainly just to pivot in Blood Moon without taking much damage. I don't want to commit, like, Protect. It doesn't feel great. So, I think in this case, it kind of helps kind of move that forward. And then I can choose whether Ghost Terror or maybe double up into Bundle or, you know, figure things out from there. One nice thing and one interesting play too is that I actually could use Parting Shot on my own Dusclops if I'm worried about they're going to double protect to get Urshifu out. Alright, so we're going to get Bundle and Leaf versus Dusclops and Incineroar. So already looking pretty solid here. The Intimidate drop is going to help deal with... Oh! It won't because of Clear Amulet. Okay. So we find Focus Sash and we find Clear Amulet, right? Okay. I think in that case, I am still down to fire off the Trick Room, and I'm going to go ahead and Parting Shot into Bundle for now. Anticipating that they might want to switch in to Entity, right? I take that like a champ. Actually, I am curious how much Iron Leaves' defense, special defense is. So let me look that up real quick. Is it really specially defensive or not as scary as I think it will be? 108 is actually pretty impressive, but I do have the tech to work through this, so I'm going to bring in a Blood Moon for now. Cool. I don't have to worry about Trick Room from their end or anything, or any priority, so that'll be helpful. They got Bundle, they got Great Tusk, they got Volcarona, and they got Raging Bolt. No safe switch-ins to what I'm about to do, so I'm going to Brick Break myself, and I'm going to immediately fire off this Hyper Voice. Not a KO quite yet. We have to eat up a pretty powerful Leaf Blade. And does Indeedee also go for the attack? Oh, versus Trick Room. Interesting. Well, I'm not worried about that, because I'm just going to Trick Room again. And I'm going to Protect. Okay. I think the way that you would have to do this is you would have to... Oh, you know what? I should have covered for that. Psyblade and Helping Hand. With Psychic Terror. Yeah. I should have thought that through. And that would have been the play there. There is no Terror though. Okay. Yeah, they walked into that one. The play I would have said is like, you can't have Trick Room up, right? Okay, well, maybe that's the play. I think in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, look, I don't need Blood Moon's +2 a special attack, but rather I'm going to go ahead and burn Iron Leaves, and I'm going to put in Incineroar. Rillaboom also would have been a pretty solid choice, because then I could fake out into Trick Room as well. But I think at this point, I definitely want to use Rillaboom. Once Leaves goes down, then I think Rillaboom can clean up the majority of the rest of the Pokemon. Helping Hand into probably Psyblade here? I'll just Sacred Sword. Okay. Losing Incineroar is fine. I think the only other Pokemon I would be worried about would be... They have Bolt. I think it would be Great Tusk, but... and Rillaboom looks good against Tusk. And then if I had to do a Volcarona, I can use Grass Terra. Or Fire Terra, rather. Okay. I think in this case, pretty straightforward. I'm going to just use Fake Out, and I'm going to set up Trick Room again. Neither of us has used our Terra yet. NDD switches out, sure. What are you going to switch into? Bolt. Okay. Knowing that it's Bolt means that Urshifu will, Ursaluna rather, will be very helpful. Photosynthesis activates its special attack. And use Fake Out. Okay. Leaf Blade goes in, but that tickled. And I set up Trick Room. Alright. I don't want to give them a free switch in into, like, basically getting an attack off on Ursaluna for free. So, I kind of want to... I definitely want a Nightshade here, for sure. So I don't want a U-turn, because I want Ursaluna to get a free switch in during this time. I don't mind Wood Hammering for now. But yeah, Nightshade should help kind of put some pressure. Sure, Dragon Pulse. But again, that's why I didn't want to U-turn immediately. But knowing that I'm slower than Bolt in Trick Room is helpful. Because I can take another dragon. Perfect. I'm going to U-turn into NDD. And then immediately hit Bolt with a... yeah, so I'm U-turn into a Nightshade Bolt. I'm going to U-turn into NDD. Knock out NDD. At the same time, I naturally switch in Ursaluna. Because Rillaboom is slower under Trick Room than Raging Bolt. Which is good. Then Ursaluna can kind of go ham for a little bit. And then, if I get it to where the end game is Bundle versus Rillaboom, Rillaboom can win. So get this Nightshade off. Perfect. Some chip there. Bolt goes in there. Rillaboom. Oh, jeez. No! Oof. I needed the free switch in into... Ursaluna. Ah, jeez, this is gonna be tough. Okay. His NDD now just clicks the follow me button, right? If NDD doesn't click the follow me button, then I still can't win. Cause, okay, if NDD doesn't click the follow me button, yeah, just follow me, right? Yeah. At this range, Hyper Voice wouldn't have been enough for a KO. Sure, I get the Brick Break off. It's not enough, obviously. If it was, then that'd be a different story. But yeah, we Earth Power, sure. And then as Bolt, you're just, what are you gonna do? You're gonna hit Dragon Pulse into Ursaluna, right? Yeah. That was a very interesting Trick Room War there. Dang, yeah, I think that the knockout on Rillaboom hurt. Because if I was able to get that U-turn off, I probably would have still gotten knocked out, but it would have been a free switch into, and you know what? It ain't over till the fat lady sings. I'm gonna do everything in my power. I'm just gonna Nightshade. You know, whatever. Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, that was definitely the tricky part. And also, I think there was another way I could have set up Trick Room pretty early. I could have gotten a knockout on Iron Leaves earlier. Okay, cool. They set me up for Encore, which I'm just using Nightshade, so I don't mind. Trick Room's over, but can Dusclops pull a 2v1? Probably not. Well, there you go. Bundle had Electric Train. That's cool. So that boosts up Bundle and Raging Bolt's electric attacks, right? Thunderbolt, here we go. That's going to be a pretty strong attack. Alright, 30. We're going to go out in style. You know what? Whatever. I was trying to think if a Terra might have done it, but yeah, no Terras I had would have helped. If I had Fairy Terra, Blood Moon, or Luna, that would have literally been it, but yeah. I was thinking about it, but I dropped it a while back. Yeah, and just clap. Alright, you're done. Alright, cool. Yeah, you can see what my Terra is and have fun with it. Good job. That was a great battle for my opponent. I think they played it really well, especially too, Iron Leaves is not a common Pokemon, but they found a way to make sure they could pivot it in well. And they took care of their biggest threat. There's definitely a lot going on against Primarina, and I just didn't feel as confident bringing it in.